I'm Nash here, author of Aggressive Health. This is a super urgent update. I'll tell you why, right? Because I've not been grounded when I've been going to bed at night. See, this is my recovery bag, just there, that we have on. We have it on as a top sheet, really. We sleep underneath it. You can see there the earthing connection sign. Anyway, so I've just moved into this property. You probably saw the old video. That was the flat that I used to live in before. This is a new property. What I decided to do was to run a cable rather than run it into a socket in the wall and be grounded. Ran it out the window and you know, jab the grounding rod into the ground. So I was thinking, you know, keeps the wires tucked away nicely, keeps the girlfriend happy, you know, nothing to trip over when she's doing her hair in the morning. And I was thinking everything's okay. Anyway, lo and behold, in our last order from earthing.com, we got these earthing testers. Now the reason we got these is because they've now started to supply UK plugs, like so. We've also got some other plugs that still work exactly the same with an adapter. But yeah, so they started supplying these plugs, so it started to make it easier to use the original earthing wires to run the tests and use the new plugs. So why am I telling you all of this? I'm telling you all of this because I've just now gone through to test, you know, to test my equipment, and this is how it's done. You take your wire, you plug it in to your adapter, call it what you will, and you plug this into your socket. Now you can test your socket first. There's socket testers on the website. Then what you do, you take your tester, okay, there's a little point there where you connect your wire to, like so, you can see that, and then you plug the other end also into your adapter. So effectively what you get, let's make sure you can see this, you've got tester, wire to the adapter, and then you've got your wire to your grounding sheet, alright? Now, this is what's supposed to happen. If I put this onto the sheet, there's supposed to be a green light, and there isn't a green light, and I'm thinking, oh great, so what's going on here? If the other test you can do is you put your finger on this little, you can see that's the metal part there that you're connecting, just to show you, you put your finger on there, okay, and you touch the sheet, and as you can see, no green light. So I'm pulling my hair out thinking, oh my god, what's going on? Anyway, if I take this, this is the wire, this is the culprit, right? This was running from the sheet outside the window, and I don't know if you can see this here, where has it gone? But there was a small kink where I've shut the window, obviously because it was freezing cold the last couple of months at night time, and maybe the shutting of the window has damaged the cable somewhat, because we discard that cable and I grab this cable, a new cable, and I plug that in. This is what we get. Now I don't know if you can see this, if I pull the sheet up. If I hold this against the sheet, you can see the green light comes on. You can see that there. If I take it off, watch, it will disappear. There you go. On, off. So grounded, yes. Not grounded. There you go. Now, the other way I can do it, I can put my thumb on the back. You see that there? Now when I touch the earthing sheet, I'm grounded. So, let me tell you what pisses me off, right? It's, what is it now? April time. Since I've moved in, you know, for the last 4 months, I've been going to bed at night, I've not been grounded. What does that mean? Let me tell you what it means to me. It means that from an inflammation point of view, even though I'm eating a lot of, you know, anti-inflammatory foods, enzymes, superfoods, some of the Chinese tonic herbs, adaptogenic herbs, which are all good at reducing inflammation, to me, the best way to reduce inflammation levels in the body is to be grounded. Okay? So I'm not going to run the cable out of the house anymore, and I'm not going to use the grounding rod, simply because, you know, for security purposes, I need to shut the window so no one can come in and steal my grounding sheet. Alright? And the other thing it means to me as well, zeta potential. We speak about zeta potential in the back of Aggressive Health in the last chapter, or one of the last chapters anyway. And talking about how when you increase zeta potential in the body, you create dispersion. When you create dispersion, from a red blood cell point of view, rather than all being stacked together, low oxygenation levels in the body, they're all spread out, they're all dispersed. So you reduce inflammation levels, okay? If you're training, exercising, and you're increasing stress on the body, you want to be reducing that. You want to be reducing cortisol levels. What reduces cortisol levels? Earthing reduces cortisol levels. So stress, when stress is lower, I've just been through probably the most stressful last few months of my life, moving house, moving business, change of team, all sorts of things. And the one thing I've really wanted to rely on was the fact that my earthing sheet could keep me balanced through all of this. And I suspect that my health may not be quite as good as it could have been if I was being earthed every night. So to me right now, an essential piece of kit to have is an earthing tester. The good news is these plugs and the other plugs that we've got, which you can plug two of these white earthing.com wires in, can allow you to test your earthing connection. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull this one out, just keep it down here, tucked away. There's a battery inside there, obviously the more you use it, the quicker that's going to run out. And then right now, I've got the plug in the wall, we've got the wire, which I've tucked behind my Sky cable, and we'll sort of tuck that around there, out the way. So my girlfriend don't trip over it when she's blowing her hair. Hair dry her hair, blow dry her hair, that's the one. Alright, so that's that. Mike Nash, author of Aggressive Health, the important earthing update. My suggestion to you, this piece of kit here, the earthing tester and the wire, and the new plug, by the way, which we will supply you if you haven't got that, because it will allow you to then test your equipment. Wasn't available before, is available now. I suggest you get hold of that from aggressivehealthshop.com, and make sure that, unlike me for the last 5 months where I've not been earthed, you can make sure you're earthed. And at the same time, you can make sure, because obviously with more parts, sheet, cable, plug, you can make sure that it's not one of those. That first, the initial wire that was damaged, thankfully I can chuck this out now, and I know it wasn't my sheet, but it was the wire. I hope all that makes sense. Watch the video again if you want to double check on how to earth, or on how to test. But think of it like this: you're connecting to the earth there. That's going to allow this to be earthed. The other wire comes off, and the circuit is complete. Hope you enjoyed that video. Catch you on the next video.